Hey friends, welcome back to another video. If you're new here, my name is Melissa, and in today's video, this is just a morning where I just got up and started tinkering around the house, just getting things done that I just needed to have tackled. And one of those was the kitchen, because the kitchen is the heart of the home, and I always have dishes either in the sink or the dishwasher or something. So there's a lot of footage filmed in the kitchen, and I'm pretty sure I'm not the only YouTuber that does home content that stays in the kitchen a lot, because if you have a family and you're a mom and you've got kids, the kitchen just always gets messy. So I am tackling the kitchen this morning and getting the kitchen all straightened up as far as the dishes go, and then I switch gears and I'll end up tackling the refrigerator. I knew I needed to get groceries on this day, and my husband's car has been in the shop, and he was getting his AC worked on because it's been so hot, and bless his heart, he's been riding up and down the road back and forth to work, and he works out in the heat anyway and in the elements, and then gets in a hot car and comes home. And so he needed to have his AC fixed in his car. So he's had his car in the shop to get his AC fixed, and he's been using my vehicle. So I was home and I needed to get groceries. I have been putting it off. That is not a chore that I enjoy. I just do not enjoy getting groceries. I know you have to do it because you got to eat, right? But I just don't enjoy going to get groceries. But I had to order groceries, and this was actually my first time ever getting groceries and having them delivered. I've never had them delivered before. I have ordered them and I have went and picked them up before, but I've never had them delivered to my home. I take that back. I think during the year of 2000, when everything was going on, I think I had a small delivery delivered from like a local food line, but I've never had like major groceries from Walmart or anything like that delivered until now. So this was my first time. So I definitely wanted to get the refrigerator cleaned out, because it's just nice when you get groceries if you have the refrigerator all cleaned out. I went through everything, was checking everything for dates, making sure nothing was expired or anything like that, and was going to get rid of anything that wasn't any good anymore that we didn't need or couldn't use. And so I was wiping out all of my bins and my shelves and just kind of wiping everything down. I didn't tackle the freezer, but I did tackle the refrigerator and was able to get this all cleaned out before I got the groceries delivered. And this was definitely a day where it was just, I don't know, I got up and I hadn't planned on doing any of this stuff. I have just been a filming fool over here. I mean, I've just been trying to film everything that I possibly can film to, just show you guys what's been going on. We've been staying really busy doing a lot of projects and different things. And of course, everything, stuff that's up in the air with our daughter's friend, not sure what's going on with that. And just trying to be prepared just one way or the other, but getting things done and knowing that school is right around the corner. All of that is getting ready to start. And yeah, it was just, one of those days where you just want to get little tasks done. And I feel so accomplished when I get things like this done. I actually, when the kids came home and they opened the refrigerator and they were like, whoa. And I immediately was like, look at the door. All the ketchup, the mustard, the relish, that stuff is in this location. So when you get it and use it, put it back in that location. Yeah, I'm one of the mean moms. But no, I was just telling them, like, put it back where where I put it. Because then I go to the refrigerator to look for something, and it's not there. It drives me crazy. They don't do it often, but the refrigerator for some reason just tends to get, and I'm guilty of it too. All right, so after the refrigerator was all clean, it was time to make my grocery list. So I was kind of looking around and seeing what I needed and making my list. But guys, let me know in the comments below how often you clean your refrigerator out. Do you clean it out like once a month? Do you clean it out every 2 weeks, every time you get groceries? If you're once a week, every 2 weeks, whatever, however often you get groceries. I don't typically have a set schedule. I just kind of clean it when it looks like it needs to be cleaned, or it starts getting out of hand with like too many leftovers or whatever. But yeah, let me know in the comments below how often you clean yours. Okay, don't worry. I know y'all are probably watching this like, what is she doing? One of those days where I get a wild hair while I'm doing other little things, and I'm like, I have extra wallpaper back in the room. Not enough to do this if I did it in the rock. But I'm just sitting here thinking, what would it look like? Because this wall, as you can see, I brought out the cow picture from my office and brought it out here and put it back in the dining room. I love it in the dining room. Not sure I like this, but this can't go there if the cow picture is there. So I catty-cornered the hutch. Not sure I like that either, but I'm living with it for a while to see. Don't mind the table. I still have all of my storage bins and everything. My Bible study stuff over here. Don't mind the table. It's a wreck. But I thought was wondering what it would look like, because I can't get rid of this because that's where we keep our shoes. I would love to have a separate room or a closed-in porch, and I don't. So our shoes have to go here. So I was trying to think, how could I make it look like, you know, a big piece? So I thought if I put like some sort of paper behind it all the way up to the ceiling, then maybe did the shelf a different color. I don't know. I'm just playing around. Don't worry. I'm getting ready to take it all down, but just kind of looking. Maybe if you guys got some ideas that you might think that I could do, maybe I could trim it out with wood or something. I don't know. I mean, I'm not sure what to do, but it needs something. So, and right now I'm not sure if I'm going to leave this here or if I'm going to move this. And I thought about moving it and trying to put it where my piano bench is here. I know that's in the living room, but I don't know. And then maybe move the piano in here. So, I mean, I could always move it, and if I don't like it, I could always move it back. It's not a big deal. But I was just taping up some pieces here to see what it would look like. But yeah, that's not something I'm getting into today, but I figured, you know, you'd see what I'm doing and see where my brain is going, because, you know, I'm always looking around like, what can I do? What can I change? What can I fix? What can I tweak? I mean, I don't need any more projects. I have that room back there I got to get to painting yet, and I have to do that within the next week. So I have plenty to do. Don't ask me why I'm looking for more. I shouldn't be looking for more projects. I also have a lot of these pieces left, and I was also thinking about placing them on going up the steps, you know, on the backs of the kick plates, because the encasing of the staircase is this rock. So I thought as the kick plates go up, possibly putting it on the backs of all of these and making it look like stone going up, which I like that. Which I like that idea, but I know I don't have enough of the stone wallpaper, and it's at peel and stick stuff, so I'm not the best with using that. If anybody watched that video of the rock wall, I mean, it did okay, but it was a struggle for me anyway. So yeah, I don't know. That might be a project I might try to get done before Christmas to get that the staircase done. And that would be like something maybe I could do in the fall. But just playing around, this is how it goes. I'll clean one thing and then I think of something else. My daughter just came in and she's like, "What are you doing? I thought you were making a grocery list." I already did that. So now I do need to go order groceries. All right, so after going upstairs and getting my groceries ordered, then it was time to go back downstairs, and I decided to tackle underneath of the kitchen sink. Now I have bins down here, but I just wanted to kind of organize and just straighten it up a bit. So that's what I'm going to get into now. Now, there was really no rhyme or reason to this. I had a couple extra bins, and so I decided to use them and try to figure out the best configuration to store all of my things under my sink. It's kind of hard to store stuff underneath of this sink. It is a farmhouse sink, so it makes it smaller underneath. And then the way our pipes are, you know, it's just kind of awkward. So I was able to put some things in different bins, and I like keeping my cleaning supplies, soaps, and that kind of stuff, all this stuff under the sink in a bin, because if something was to leak, then it, you know, doesn't damage the wood or the cabinet. There was actually a leak. You'll probably see in the front, there's like a little stain, and it was from like one of the containers. I'm not sure exactly what leaked, but it did leave a mark and a stain. So I try to at least keep all of my supplies in some sort of bin or container now, so that it doesn't leak and ruin the underneath. I did actually take out all of the extra dish liquid soaps and the fall scents that I had and stored in the top of the linen closet, and I did bring those and put those under the sink. I know I talked about that in my linen closet makeover video, and yeah, I did decide to do that because, you know, it is dish soap, so I figured it needed to be with the sink. So I placed those in this bin here and then put all of those in the back, and that little container that's inside of that's empty, that holds my baking soda, but I'm out of it right now, so I need to replenish that. But yeah, everything has a little bin, and I think it looks a whole lot better. So at this point, I took the 2 candles that were under the sink at the time, and they just had a little bit of wax left in them, and I wanted to melt that down so that I could get that out. I want to reuse these containers this Christmas, so that's what I'm doing, but my camera died, so I was unable to get all of the footage. Okay, so I just received my Walmart grocery order, and it is all on the bar, and I'm going to get it spread out, and then I'll give you a grocery haul. My camera is upstairs, and I'm downloading footage from off my camera, so I gotta use my phone. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this set up and then I will show you a grocery haul. All right, there is no really rhyme or reason to this, and I'm gonna do this quickly because a lot of my frozen stuff really needs to go in the refrigerator and the freezer because it feels like it's starting to thaw. So I don't know how long they had this stuff in the car, but I got 18 eggs. Let's make sure they're not cracked because the way they were in that guy's car. All right, eggs look good. I've got eggs, and I got a pineapple, got some Tostito chips, two of the jalapeno kettle corn chips. My husband likes those. I got some croutons for salad, some spaghetti sauce, some Velveeta cheese, 2 things of the bread, some bananas. There we go. Let's zoom it out. I got some apples. I'm not sure why they gave me these because I ordered like 6 of the kimchi bowls, and I told them not to put them in there. So I don't know if they charged me for those or not, but that's not what I picked. I got a variety pack of crackers with the cream cheese and chives, grilled cheese, and I think the other one is, I'm not sure what the other one's supposed to be because both of them say, oh, it's supposed to be peanut butter and honey. So then I got some taco seasoning mix. I got some semi-sweet chocolate morsels. I got 4 avocados, so we can use those. Got some lunch meat, some turkey breast, some Black Forest ham, and some cheese, so we can have sandwiches. I have lettuce for either with the sandwiches or also with salads. I got some Nathan hot dogs and some of these jalapeno and cheddar hot dogs, some tater tots, French fries, cauliflower, and broccoli. And I got to get that stuff in the freezer. I got some toasty Cheez-Its, some chicken and biscuit crackers. We like this if we're doing like pepperonis and then little pieces of cheese. You can make like a little Lunchable. I got Honey Nut Cheerios, some Special K Red Berries, and my husband's favorite Frosted Mini Wheats. He loves those. Some red and green bell peppers. A bag of stir fry. I got 2 things of black olives. And 4 little cans of some mushrooms. I got 6 cans of the family size green beans. 4 cans of tomato sauce. I got some bologna. That was up here with the lunch meat. I got 2 things of Carb Balance, there's more behind me. I was getting ready to say, I bought others. String cheese. I've got whipped cream, some creamer, caramel macchiato, and this one's caramel macchiato too. Oh, I thought that was a different flavor. It's okay. They're different brands. 2% milk and a gallon milk. Some strawberries, some blueberries, and some wonton strips for salads. And then I got, of course, waters down there. I've got waters, and I got 2 cases of waters over here. Got 2 things of Scrapple and 2 things of chicken tenderloins. And then I didn't even see these bags. I forgot to unload these. So let me unload these really quick. All right, I got these unloaded really fast. Little bag of Fritos, wavy chips, Lay's. I got a thing of spinach. I got some smoked paprika, 2 things of olives, a thing of Herta's salsa. I got 3 cans of chili beans, 4 cans of the red kidney beans, because, fall will be coming soon, so I'm making sure I have this stuff on hand so I can make chilies. baked beans that got a little damaged, and 2 of these big Carb Balance wraps. So I don't normally get my groceries delivered. If anything, I will get them packaged up and I will go pick them up. I have done that before. It's the first time I've ever had them delivered. So all in all, okay experience. Some of the stuff was, you know, like a little, my scrapple got a little squish, but it's okay. He's still edible. So, and I hate ordering online because I forget the sizes of things. And so I'll order something and think it's like these. I thought these were like the medium ones, but they're like the large ones, but it's okay. So I'm going to get this stuff put away before, the stuff stays out too long, because it's been out too long already, I can tell. Either. I did replenish in one of my last videos where you saw me clean out my medicine cabinet. I had ibuprofen and some pain reliever stuff that was expired, and I replenished that and got good stuff now so that we'll have it for fall. All right, so I've got all the groceries put away, all except my fruit. I need to wash and clean my fruit and then take the bread downstairs to put it in the freezer because I already have a loaf out. I freeze my bread. If you didn't know, you can freeze bread. And so I'll buy like a couple loaves and keep some in the freezer downstairs and then pull it up when we need more bread. But I got the groceries And since I got the refrigerator cleaned out earlier today, I had a place to put everything, which is nice. I've got chicken there, which I'll take that down to the freezer. I just threw it in there while I was putting stuff away. So I got some groceries. We're ready to roll. I have this week, which is almost over because today is, well, not almost over. Tomorrow's Wednesday. But I have this week and then I have next week. And then I go back to work. So, but my first week is just like training, meetings that we have to attend and things like that, and CPR recertification, all that kind of stuff. So that's the first week. And then the following week, that Monday, I start back to school myself. And then that Tuesday, we start officially working and driving and kids go back to school. So summer is quickly coming to a close and quickly coming to an end. So I am in the process of like doing all those things, getting things ready. I still have a lot to do around here because I don't know. It's still up in the air yet about, I told you about our daughter's friend who may be staying with us. Let me see if I can't fix you down here. Might be a little bit easier. You're not on my regular camera, so it's a little difficult, but I told you about my daughter's friend who may be staying with us, and that's still up in the air, so I don't know. My desk has been moved upstairs, and this week, maybe this weekend, this week, sometime or another, I want to get back in that room and start painting and getting all of it painted and everything, because regardless if she comes or not, this is giving me motivation to paint the room. So that's good. I need it. So that's what I'm gonna do. I've got to get the room painted, and then once we find out like if she's coming or not, then I'll decide like if I need to continue to move the rest of the stuff out or what I need to do. So we'll go from there as it gets closer and I find out. So yeah, but I still have a lot of things that need to get done around here. I want to get that room painted. If she doesn't come, I'll be moving my desk back down and resetting the office back up and all that, which I'll show you all that if that's the case. If she comes, then we got to fix it for a bedroom. So, but yeah, there's still just a lot that I want to do. I have yet to do my table this summer because I wanted to sand the top of my table down. I don't know if I'm going to get to that with having to paint the room or not. That might be like a fall project during the fall, which might be better because it'll be cooler outside. So, yeah, it's just, today has been a tinkering day, just kind of like doing little things that I knew needed to get done. I knew I needed to order groceries and everything. So I got the refrigerator cleaned out, which is good. Freezer, still need to kind of go through that. Mostly, it's fine, but I could probably go through it. I didn't do that. But at least I got the refrigerator cleaned out. I got underneath the sink cleaned out. You know, little things like that, just tackling little things here and there adds up along the way to, you know, accomplish small tasks. And although they're not tasks that are seen and visible, they are tasks that make me feel like I actually did something today. So, and I've also been editing upstairs. So I've got a video that's actually playing now. So I think it's finally finished exporting. So I need to go upstairs and work on that. But yeah, that's kind of the gist of the rest of my evening. I'm going to go upstairs and finish editing. My husband is, I guess he's playing golf. He stopped to play golf, I guess, on his way home from work. And so I have not made anything for dinner yet. I think I'm going to make some fish or something like that. You know, I don't know, something quick when he comes home, depending upon if he's already ate or not. My son's at work. My daughter just left for work. So it's me and the dogs right now. And so, yeah, I'm going to go make sure that I get this video done. And I'm working on part 2 of our vacation vlog. I had to do it in 2 parts. I apologize that I had to do it in 2 parts. It wasn't intentional, but it seemed like such a long, the first video was long. The second video I don't think is quite that long, but I didn't really know where to split it, and it ended up, the first one I think ended up at a good split. So I hope you enjoy those videos as they come out. Those are more or less for me. I like those videos because I can look back on those. And so yeah, but that's going to be the end of today's video, and you can catch back up with me again on a video to come, because there's plenty more in store. Lots of things, like I said, that I have planned that I got to get done. So yeah, do me a favor, hit that like and subscribe, and Lord willing, friends, there'll be another one. Bye.